How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So not a lot's happened since Mitsuri. I haven't even washed the car, but I have been playing around with my semi-new toy. I've had a Powertune Digital dash for a little bit now. Been meaning to make a video about it, but I wanted to have a bit of a play around with it first, get myself comfortable with it before I start showing you guys what to do with it, I guess. So I've been working on a new display. I wanted to use the Mark III Supra digital dash as inspiration to make it. So spent many hours on this already. I'm marking around back and forth. Think it's about right. The only thing that's left to do really is to check the scaling on my gauges to make sure they are accurate. So I'll take you into the car next, start her up and show you the display and go for a wee drive around the block, and hopefully it's semi-accurate. And then later on I'll show you sort of how you can modify your own ones if you want to. So this is the display. If you've seen the Mark III Digi Dash, you'll know kind of what I'm going for, I guess. If you haven't, I've just realised I've missed something off this image that I've saved. So I guess I'll show you that when I'm doing it later on. It doesn't matter for now anyway. So anyway, I'll input a picture of the factory one now. So yeah, you can kind of see where I was going with it. So I've got gear display once again for the same Sonos, which reverse, neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4. Trip meter, temperature, oil pressure, and turbo boost, with the battery warning light as well, which should hopefully go away when I start the car. That cold start. So already, if you can actually hear me, that bar gauge isn't working, so I'm going to have to adjust that. So while it's warming up, I'll show you a couple of the other preset dashes that comes with it. So it's a lap timer. There's this one here. This one here, I've added the gear position to this one as well. I might go inside and quickly make my adjustments to that dash, so I guess you can see what I do then. So what I forgot to add was my bars on the side of here, so I've just added those back in now. Saved the file, and I'll go back and edit the code and chuck that in. So what you're going to need to do to access your dash is you need this here. All the downloads are on the Powertune website. So go into here. So what you want to do is go to the main menu, logo, that's where all your PNG files will go. So I have just updated both of these, so I'm going to put them into here. Oh, why is that text? That's a mistake. PNG, there we go. So put this in here, yes I want to replace. It's in here, yes I want to replace. That should hopefully automatically update that file. But there was also some issues with the layering. So I'll go into my templates, have a look what I've done, my code. So what I've done, this might be a mess of letters and numbers for you, but these are my gauges here. So I've just rearranged it so that the rev counter is stacked on top of all the other ones, because what I could see was the partial bits of the gauge sitting over the rev counter display. So I've made sure I put that stacked on top so that will not happen, and changed some of the files there because for whatever reason the vertical gauge, which is the one I want, was turned off on one of them, so that'll fix that hopefully. Still might have scaling issues that I've got to deal with, but just trying to get everything to look right on the dash first, and yeah, hopefully that works. Right, so what I'm going to want to do now is get that modified text file into the computer, or the dash. So I want to go to user dashboards, find the text file, which is this one here, copy it here. Yes, I want to replace it because I've updated it, and that should be ready to go on the dash. So you'll see this is the one that I started with before in the video, which was actually incorrect. So you can try and my phone, as you can see, sort of slight layering issues you can see. So hopefully I've fixed that, and also the bits are missing from the side. So we will double tap to get into the options, clear to get rid of everything, and then import, and I will select A70, load. There we go. So it's got the proper outlines of the bar gauges now, which is good. Yeah, gear position still works. I'll start it up and see if I fix that layering issue. Which I have, but I haven't fixed the boost gauge, so I'm going to need to do a bit of mucking around. Boost oil pressure gauge, so I'm going to need to do a bit of mucking around with that. And coolant temp, that scale is going to be off a bit because I don't want it to be that high on the gauge at 56 degrees, because when it's the operating temperature I'll probably freak out. But yeah, that's what she'll roughly look like. So I'm not actually any good at coding, it's not anything that I actually normally do. So I found the easiest way to modify what I want is I'm going to add a new gauge. And set it to what I want. So I want the vertical gauge and I want oil pressure. And well, I guess I'll do this now. Colors, change all this stuff to transparent. Oops, because I don't actually want it. And bar gauge color. Was I running for that? Dark turquoise, I think it was. Cool, close. So that should, yeah. I've got oil pressure bar working now. So I'll quickly save that and then export that. And later on when I go on the computer, I'll have the gauge that I want, and I'll just layer it correctly and change the size to suit, and that should fix that. So now that I've hit export on the dash, it'll appear here. So I was using user-3, so there it is there. Export 3. I'll drag that across, and now that is on my computer. I'll open that up. Cool. Blank code. Sick. I'm probably going to have to go do this again. Alright, so that works. I've got the oil pressure, temperature, so I still need to adjust that scale, but I'll need to get it up to actual temperature first to see where it sits. Boost, I guess I'll have to go for a drive to see if that works. I'm sure that wasn't very thrilling, seeing a whole 1 pound of boost, but I got the data I need, and the fact that the gauge actually works. So gauge on the other hand, like, it's not bad, 82, just below half, so that part of the scaling's not too bad. But the more I think about it, gosh, that's so much easier. The more I think about it, that scaling is gonna actually be a real dick, because it's not like I want my top temp to be, say, 190 degrees or something, because I never want to get there. I'd rather have my peak, like, I don't know, sort of 110, 120, something like that, I guess. I'm gonna have to do some maths. Either that, or I'm gonna just have to do, like I did with the gear position, stacked state images, and then I'll just pick what I want, and I'll have it, I guess it would be more like the factory gauge, where it's just a single bar raising up rather than a scale, full scale bar thing. To be honest, that's probably going to be easier than working out the maths. So either way, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if this is what you're into, so it's just something I've been playing around with, so I thought, why not record it. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.